We'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Shakes off the defender. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows, a little bit back and forth, some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
Finds a man on the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They run the reverse. And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Chadwick. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, South Carolina.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
Well, I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the Gamecocks are threatening on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Strike through the air for the score.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. The trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state. And bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Mendoza. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Hauls it in, looking for space. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. South Carolina offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got it. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen, and you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Scrambling away. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Finds his man, it's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Here's the pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Now on the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Horton. Able to make his way past the sticks for the 1st down, and the time is going to drain out here in the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Tight end now in motion. Back to throw, it's Chadwick. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Fires on the move. It's caught downfield.
That much time for any good QB in college football is not going to equal success for your defense. The defense has to do a better job trying to get pressure on the quarterback. He's way too comfortable.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Working that left side now. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gamecocks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Caught behind the line. It's Buck. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Alabama is putting on an offensive clinic, the likes of which we've seldom seen, and this program has had some legendary players. They're up 14 over Auburn. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat that breaks into the open. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Right down the middle. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. At the 45 on his way. Gets loose in the middle. He's at the, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And he knows how to finish in style, a 66-yarder to the house.
Timeout, Clemson.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. Still running at the 40. He's loose on the left. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
21, Clemson, 7.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Pressure coming, and the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Intercepted for the 11th time. Trying to take it back. He's at the touchdown Gamecocks. The defense putting points on the board.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. There's still plenty of time. You see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. That's caught. It's Davidson. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got the tight end. And he's still running after the move. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Big fella showing some ability. Got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Davidson.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on 1st down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up 2nd and short.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Davidson. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good...
Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Stands in and takes the hit. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Chadwick. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
From the gun, the running back has it. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41.
42, Spider.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Davidson. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play.
What a lucky...
And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Come on, set.
To throw, it's Mendoza. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Gamecocks. What a play, not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
35, Clemson, 7.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for room, it's Davidson. At the 35, he's got room.
And first down for the offense.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Gamecocks will line up to kick off and start the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
He leaves it with his back. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Now he's going to break the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a fourth down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that fourth down.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
So now it's second and long. Makes the grab. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. This drive facing a little adversity now. A 10-yard loss leaves them with second and 20. Looking for a gap. It's Davidson. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Gets it out fast. He'll be brought down at the 12-yard line. Not enough for the first down, and let's see if they try to convert on fourth. He's looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Handoff from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. Fighting off the defender. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Wide receiver going in motion. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, this defense is feasting. You can tell. They know they got the lead, and they know they have to pass. So they're pinning their ears back. They're bringing pressure. This offense, they have to do a better job, man. You got to protect your QB. Give him some time if you want to get back in this ballgame.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Chadwick. Slings it downfield. He's got it.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs, and this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
He'll keep it himself. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One final quarter to play and a W in the win column at stake as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a second down play. Off play action. Buying some time as he moves left. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. South Carolina starting to feel a little cocky, and why not, as they stretch the lead on Clemson.
They're cocky, and they should be the way they're dominating this game on both sides of the ball. They are bringing it to Clemson.
And South Carolina's fan base is one of the best in the country, and they are jacked out of their mind right now to be putting it on their in-state rival.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
He's going to take off. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Turning it on! All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Picks up the first down, still moving. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Clemson jumps to the line.
Clemson.
Quarterback making checks.
Timber. Go.
Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass.
The hands team on the receiving unit has got to do a better job. You have got to make sure you end up with the football.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense.
Come on, set.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
The throw. Finds his big tight end.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Get set. Get set.
Back to pass on second down. Took a shot as he threw. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. A third down try for the offense.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Makes the catch. It's Brown. There he goes. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Buying some time. And he makes the catch, but just a hair out of the back of the end zone. It'll be incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in.
Ball is loose. Scoops it up. Still a live ball. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. A first down run in the red zone. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Clemson! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Looking downfield, it's Chadwick. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Spits it out to the back. It's complete. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
At the 18.
That one interception in the loss last week really stuck with him, but he's answered by taking care of the football in this game.
Nice answer. Just a nice bounce back. When you're the leader and you're the guy that everybody looks to and you handle adversity from last week like you did today in this game, nice job by this quarterback leading this team.
2nd and long here, but objective number 1, keep that clock moving. Here's the handoff. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. After this, it'll be a wrap. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.